You bring up something that hurt you. You're calm. You've rehearsed it. You just want to be heard. And within 30 seconds, somehow, you're the one apologizing. You're the one who's too sensitive, always making things worse, never letting anything go. You walk away confused, wondering how a conversation about your pain turned into a conversation about your flaws. If that's happened to you more than once, you've likely met a tactic psychologists call DARVO. And once you understand it, you'll never miss it again.
DARVO stands for deny, attack, reverse victim, and offender. It's not just an argument style. It's a defense mechanism, first named by psychologist Jennifer Freyd, and it shows up everywhere. Relationships, families, workplaces, even public apologies you've seen play out online. The pattern is almost mechanical once you know what to look for, and it works because it happens fast, before you've had a second to catch it. Here's how it unfolds. Step 1 is deny. You raise the issue. You canceled on me again, or you said something that hurt me, and instead of acknowledging it, they flatly reject that it happened. That's not what I said. You're remembering it wrong. I never did that. Not a discussion, a denial, delivered with total confidence, even when you know exactly what you heard.
Step 2 is attack. The moment you push back on the denial, the conversation flips. Suddenly, you're not talking about what they did. You're defending yourself against a list of your own faults. Well, you always bring up the past. You're so dramatic about everything. This is exactly why nobody can talk to you. It's not a response to your point. It's a redirect, designed to put you on the back foot before you've even processed what just happened. Step 3 is reverse victim and offender, the part that gives DARVO its name and its power. By the end of the exchange, the person who caused the harm has repositioned themselves as the one who's been wronged. I can't believe you're attacking me right now. You're the one hurting me by bringing this up. I'm the one who has to deal with your accusations. And you, the person who came in with a legitimate grievance, end up comforting them, apologizing, or dropping the issue entirely just to make the tension stop.
What makes DARVO so effective isn't cleverness, it's speed and confidence. Most people, when accused of something, hesitate, get defensive, maybe even guilty sounding. DARVO skips all of that. It's delivered with certainty, which is exactly why it works on you. Your brain is wired to trust confidence as a signal of truth. When someone denies something with zero hesitation, some part of you starts to second guess your own memory instead of theirs, even when you were right. There's a reason this tactic is so common in situations involving real harm: cheating, emotional abuse, broken promises, boundary violations. Research on this pattern actually started in the context of abuse disclosures, because DARVO is often the exact response victims get when they try to hold someone accountable. But you don't need a dramatic situation to encounter it. It shows up in small arguments, at work when you flag a mistake, even in friendships when you bring up feeling left out. Anywhere accountability is uncomfortable, DARVO can appear. The confusing part is that DARVO doesn't always come from a calculated, manipulative place. Some people do it consciously, as a control tactic, but plenty of people do it defensively, almost automatically, because facing their own wrongdoing feels unbearable, so their nervous system routes around it by making you the problem instead. That doesn't make it less damaging to you, but it's worth knowing the mechanism isn't always malicious. Sometimes it's just an unexamined defense pattern running on autopilot. Either way, the effect on you is the same. You start doubting things you clearly remember. You start rehearsing conversations before you have them, bracing for the flip. You start wondering if maybe you really are too sensitive. Because you've been told that so many times, it starts to feel true. That's the real cost of DARVO. Not just losing one argument, but slowly losing trust in your own perception.
So here's what actually helps, and it's simpler than it sounds. The moment you notice the patterns start, denial, then attack, then the sudden victim swap, name it internally, even if you never say the word out loud. Just recognizing this is DARVO happening right now breaks its power, because the whole tactic depends on you not seeing the structure while you're inside it. Once you see the shape of it, it stops feeling like a confusing argument and starts looking like a predictable script. Next, stay anchored to the original point instead of following the redirect. If they attack or flip to victim mode, you can simply say, I hear that you're upset, and we can talk about that, but I still want to go back to what I brought up first. You're not required to defend yourself against every accusation they throw in to derail you. You're allowed to hold one thread at a time. And if you walk away from a conversation feeling confused about who did what to whom, write it down afterward in plain, simple sentences while it's fresh. Not to build a case against anyone, just for you, so your own memory has something solid to stand on the next time your reality gets questioned. You're not too sensitive. You're not imagining things. If your memory of an event keeps getting rewritten in real time by someone else's certainty, that's not a flaw in you. That's DARVO. And now that you know its name, you'll never mistake it for a normal argument again.